Welcome to the Deep Dive. Now, if you're aiming to boost your social media game, definitely check out rapidboost.net. Today, though, we're jumping straight into something absolutely critical for TikTok success: sound.
Absolutely.
We're going to figure out how picking the right audio isn't just background noise. It can actually make or break your chances of going viral, help you stand out.
Yeah, it's way more than background.
So our goal here, give you a really clear roadmap, how to find the best sounds, how to use them, so you can get more engagement, more reach, without feeling totally lost.
Exactly. Think of this as your shortcut to cracking the TikTok audio code.
Perfect. So for anyone who wants to grow on TikTok, understanding sound isn't optional, right?
Not at all. It's fundamental. Our mission today is really to equip you with strategies you can actually use. Practical stuff, we've looked at the platform data, expert takes, all that, to boil it down to what really moves the needle.
Okay, let's get right into it then. Why is sound so important on TikTok? It feels different than other platforms.
It really is. Sound on TikTok is like an immediate emotional shortcut. It hits differently, influences how viewers feel and react almost instantly. And TikTok's own data backs this up. They found a huge number, like 88% of users, say sound is essential to the experience.
88%, wow.
And get this, videos using trending audio. They see, on average, 120% higher engagement rate.
Whoa, okay, 120%, that's massive. So it's not just catchy tunes, it fundamentally changes visibility and interaction.
Precisely. Using the right sound is like an instant signal. Tells viewers the vibe, the tone straight away. And maybe more importantly, it signals to the TikTok algorithm, hey, this content is relevant right now. It matches what people are engaging with.
Okay, that makes total sense. It's like speaking the algorithm's language. And we've all seen sounds just explode, right?
Yeah.
Can you give some examples, ones that really took off?
Oh, definitely. Remember the oh no sound?
Oh yeah, the fail sound.
Exactly. It became the sound for fails, for funny mistakes, those relatable oops moments. It just amplified the humor instantly. Then you had, like, Doja Cat's Say So. That wasn't just a hit song. It sparked a whole global dance trend. Millions of people putting their own spin on it.
Right, the dance was everywhere.
And don't forget those little meme snippets, like a short line from a show or movie. Just a second or two can make a normal video hilarious, super shareable. These sounds are like cultural shortcuts. People get them instantly.
Okay, so how does TikTok actually push these sounds? How do they surface? Is it just luck?
Not really luck. There's a system. A big part is the algorithm, of course. It's constantly crunching data, how often a sound's used, how long people watch videos with it, likes, shares, comments, even how fast a sound is gaining steam.
So it's predicting what's next.
Kind of, yeah. Based on all that, it predicts which sounds are likely to blow up further. That's why using a trending sound, or one that's about to trend, gives your video such a push.
Okay, so the algorithm's like a trend forecaster. But how do we actively find sounds?
Yeah.
Where do we look?
Well, the TikTok sound library itself is key. When you go to Add Sound, you'll see Trending Discover. Those sections are always changing, reflecting what's hot. You gotta explore those actively.
Right, the obvious places.
But discovery also happens passively, just by scrolling. Users find sounds all the time just by tapping the little spinning disc icon on a video they like.
Ah, yeah, I do that all the time.
And then you can browse that sounds page, see what other videos are using it. It's a rabbit hole, but a useful one.
So you can see how others are using it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that leads to a smart tactic, actually. Some creators find remixes or slightly less used versions of a big trending sound.
Oh, like a cover or a sped up version.
Exactly. You tap into the trends buzz, but you stand out a bit more on the sound page because it's not the exact same audio everyone else is using. It's like a slightly different angle.
Clever. So leverage the trend, but make it slightly your own.
Yeah.
Now, I've noticed sounds sometimes feel niche. Like certain sounds dominate beauty TikTok, others dominate pet TikTok.
Oh, absolutely. Niche relevance is huge. Not every sound works everywhere. Like you said, beauty creators might use something like Material Girl for haul videos. It sets a specific kind of luxe vibe their audience expects. But then pet accounts. They might lean heavily on funny, memey sound effects to punch up the animal antics.
Right, completely different feel.
Totally. So understanding what resonates in your specific corner of TikTok is crucial. It's about knowing your audience and matching the sound to your content style.
Okay, got it. So we know why sound matters, how it spreads. Now the big question, how do we actually find these killer sounds? Give us the strategies.
All right, let's get practical. First off, really dig into TikTok's own tools. When you hit +F and add sound, that trending list right at the top. Prime real estate. Those are the sounds blowing up right now.
The low-hanging fruit, basically.
Kinda, yeah. But don't stop there. TikTok curates playlists too. Viral, TikTok classics, even a For You playlist based on what you watch. These can surface stuff you might otherwise miss.
Okay, I've seen those lists, but maybe haven't explored them enough. What else within the app?
Your own For You page. Seriously, scroll consciously sometimes. Notice sounds you hear over and over again from different people in a short period.
Yeah.
Those are often the ones just about to hit escape velocity. See one popping up. Save it to your favorites immediately before it's everywhere.
Ah, good tip. Catch them early.
And here's another pro tip. Look beyond the global trends. In ad sound, you can often find localized or language-specific playlists. These can be gold mines if you're targeting a specific region or community.
Oh, interesting. Filtering by location or language. Hadn't thought of that. Okay, so once we post, can our own analytics help?
Definitely. If you have a pro account, which you should dive into your analytics, see which videos did best, what sounds were they using.
Right. Look for patterns.
Exactly. If certain types of sounds consistently get more likes or shares for you, that's valuable info for future choices. Learn from your own wins.
Makes sense. Use your own data. Are there tools outside of TikTok that can help track sounds?
Oh yeah, several good ones. Sites like Talkboard, also the TikTok Creative Center itself, and Chartmetric. They track trending sounds globally, often letting you filter by category.
Talkboard, Creative Center, Chartmetric.
These tools are great because they can sometimes spot trends even earlier than they hit the main trending tab in the app. They analyze usage velocity, demographics, giving you a head start.
An early mover advantage.
Okay.
Sounds useful. What about just watching other creators?
Hugely important. Keep an eye on the big influencers in your niche, sure, but also watch the micro-influencers.
Why micro?
They often have really engaged audiences and are quick to jump on sounds that resonate within that specific community. They can be early indicators of what's about to get bigger.
Like little trend radars.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And you can take it a step further. Join creator communities, online forums, Discord servers, maybe Clubhouse rooms focused on TikTok. People share tips, including sounds they're seeing take off.
Networking for trends. I like it. What about using the search bar more effectively?
Yes. Don't just rely on browsing. Use the search bar. Type in keywords related to your video theme or your niche. Then key-step filter the results by sounds.
Oh, the filter option.
Right. This can uncover sounds that are relevant thematically, but maybe aren't on the main trending page yet. Less saturated options.
Smart. Okay, so we find all these potential sounds. How do we keep track to try to remember them?
No, definitely not. When you find a sound you like, tap the spinning disc, then hit Add to Favorites. Build your own library.
Okay, the favorites button is key.
Absolutely. You can even mentally categorize them later, like upbeat, funny, storytelling. It makes finding the right one way faster when you're actually creating.
Yeah.
And yeah, watch out for saturation. When a sound is so overused, it's hard to stand out.
Organization helps creativity. Okay, so we've got all these ways to find sounds, but is hopping on a trend always the best move? Just doing what everyone else does?
Not necessarily. Timing is everything. You want to catch the wave as it's building, not when it's already crested and starting to crash.
Get in early.
Yeah. The videos that really pop often use trends early. By the time a sound is absolutely everywhere, it's much harder to get noticed. Early adoption gives you a better shot at visibility.
Okay, timing matters. But you also said add a twist. Why not just copy the trend?
Because just copying feels, well, copycat, unoriginal. To really make an impact, you often need to adapt the trending sound to your style, your message.
How so?
Like, if a dance sound is huge in beauty, maybe a fitness creator uses it for workout bloopers. Or a business uses a comedy sound to tell a relatable customer story. Find your unique angle.
Ah, okay. Put your own spin on it. You had an example, right?
Yes. This fitness coach, Emily, she saw this funny audio trending, mostly in comedy. Instead of ignoring it, she used it for her workout fail clips.
Oh, interesting crossover.
Totally unexpected, right? But it resonated hugely with her audience. Her followers apparently tripled in like 2 weeks. One video hit over 2 million views just by creatively adapting a sound from a different niche.
Wow. That really shows the power of creative adaptation. Okay, quick pivot, copyright. That feels like a minefield with sounds.
It can be. You got to be careful, especially for brands or commercial use. Not every sound on TikTok is cleared for that.
So how do you know?
Always check. Click the sound info in the app, look for licensing details, and for businesses, TikTok has a specific commercial music library. All those tracks are pre-cleared for promotional content. Safer bet.
Good to know. Use the commercial library for business. What about creating our own sounds? Can that work?
Absolutely. Original audio can be powerful. If your sound catches on, people associate that trend directly with you or your brand.
Like the Starbucks example.
Exactly. Starbucks Canada made that jingle for seasonal drinks, encouraged people to use it, thousands of user videos, tons of engagement. You can't guarantee virality, but creating unique audio is definitely a strategy worth exploring.
Okay, we've covered so much, finding sounds, using them smartly. To wrap it up, what's the action plan? What should listeners do now?
All right, concrete steps. 1, look back at your last, say, 10 TikToks. Which sounds worked best? Any patterns?
Audit yourself. Got it.
2, spend maybe 10 minutes a day just scanning your FYP. Actively listen for sounds popping up in your niche but aren't huge yet. Save potentials.
Daily trend scan. Okay.
3, really explore. Add sound. Go beyond trending. Check the curated lists, the local ones, find unique stuff.
Deep deeper in the app.
4, when you use a trend, always ask, what's my spin? Remix it, add voiceover, make it yours, don't just copy.
Add value, right?
5, regularly check your analytics, use those third-party tools like Talkboard sometimes. Stay informed on what's working and what's emerging.
Track performance.
And finally, 6, experiment. Dedicate maybe one post a week to trying something different sound-wise. Test, learn, see what resonates with your audience.
Love it. Test and learn. That's a super clear plan. So, bottom line, finding great TikTok sounds isn't luck. It's strategy.
It really is. It's about being aware, understanding the platform, and then applying your own creativity.
The most successful TikTokers treat sound like a core part of their strategy, not just something tacked on at the end.
Exactly. They do the research, they experiment, they act fast when they spot something.
So as you go back to scrolling TikTok, really start listening. Think about what sound could define your brand, your content. How could you find it? Or maybe, how could you create it? Something to think about.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.